up, guys? It is Justin M. Frank here. Emphasis on the M. There's a lot of Justin Franks, but there's only one Justin M. Frank. Well, there's probably more, but you know, I am the man. Anyway, we're doing an extreme pocket dump today. I'm wearing one of these kind of like Carhartt type of shirts with extra pockets and stuff. I have the caliber and the scale, but I don't think we're going to need those today, so let's throw those to the side. We do a pocket dump. First off, just take something that's literally on my shirt off, pull it off my shirt, and put it down for a second. What is that? That is the Olight Mini Prune. Yeah. It is a nice little attached to the front of your shirt type of light because at nighttime it gives you a nice wide beam pattern. It is a great use to this light more than any other flashlight that I own, and I own about 25 high-end flashlights. And the reason for that is that you can stick it to your door jamb, kind of point it towards the ground, and on its lowest setting, which is 2 lumens, which is much brighter than most Olight's half lumen setting for moonlight, and you get a nice little actually usable kind of night light that I personally like for my room. And then of course you have your low, medium, high, and then double tap for each strobe. But yeah, it's a pretty great light, and that's what I'm carrying as my backup light, technically. Alright, let's move on to what's in the pockets of the shirt. In my front left pocket, I have my Benchmade Impel Leech with my initials on it. Badass knife, S30V steel. The Lurch is a fun knife. It has a lot of kick to it, surprisingly. If I hold it loosely and then just kind of let it pop, it actually has some thump. I know it's kind of hard to demonstrate in the video, but it's a nice knife. G10 scales, I believe, and had it for probably about 4 or 5 years, and I love it. So highly recommend that. Great knife. Next we'll go into, oh wait, there's something else in the front left pocket. I forgot. In my front left pocket, I also have the Olight, or the Aller, depending on how you want to say it, the French way or the American way. This is a Benchmade multi-tool. Let's start off with the micro bit wrench. So if you have your micro bits trying to adjust something, you can use that, as well as a pry tool / screwdriver. On the other side, you're going to have a bottle opener. And this can maybe be used as a glass breaker. I'm not going to say that for sure. But then you have on a just pivot, no locking mechanism, but it's just a friction folder. It's going to be some French designer who I can't pronounce his name, but cool logo, give him that. And a 1.6 inch blade. So really cool, nice to have in a place where knives are, you know, maybe restricted more. I just like it because it's, you know, a bottle opener and a knife, and it's from Benchmade. So that's what got me. G10 handle scales, really nice. But let's move on because we got a lot of shit to go through for that. Alright, in my front left pocket, I have my favorite folding pocket knife at the time. It is my Benchmade Micro Pocket Rocket Chain Cyber design, and it's a beast. 1.875 inches, I want to say. It's got the little design right there, which I love, a little chunk taken out, and then the sweeping design of the blade is beautiful in my opinion, and it's actually a great cutter. Gives you some jimping up here to work with, and the weight of it, which is, I believe, what, let's just find out with the scale. I think it's 3.5 ounces. Yeah, about 3.5 ounces. So it's got some heft to it compared to something like this, which is probably much lighter. You know, 1.7 ounces, 1.8 ounces, I guess you can round up. But you know, this heft really makes it a great cutter and a great tool in general. So something I really like about it. So yeah, let's put all the small little folders I have together at the top, and yeah, let's move on. Let's keep the flashlight down here. Carry everything a little separated. Alright, so that's everything I'm carrying in my shirt. Let's move on to what's in my pants. In my front left pocket, let's go back to a flashlight. I have my Benchmade Mini Warrior, and limited edition camo that was with the initial release of the Light. It has a half press on the back for a medium and a full press for high of 1500 lumens, which is very bright. It also has a tap and release to stay on, and so instead of having momentary mode where you're pressing and then when you release it turns off, it actually stays on permanently or until you tap it off. And that's a very nice feature of that back button, very well thought out design. And it also has an activation switch here on the front, as well as a battery indicator. Green means above 70%, yellow means between 70 and 30, I believe, and then red means between 30 and 5, and then red blinking means 5 or less. I think. I could be wrong. Honestly, I got so many lights, it's hard to remember. But it's low, medium, or low, medium, high, low, medium, high, and double tap for that turbo mode again if you want to get to it from here. Or you can triple tap and get to a strobe mode from here. You can also press the back of the light and then press this button, and it changes it to a defensive mode where a half press is high, 1500 lumens, and a full press is strobe. If you want to use the light as a defensive tool, in a sketchy situation, you can switch into that mode, and you just switch back by pressing it and then tapping that button again. So really cool light, super versatile, can do a lot. Highly recommend. Oh, it actually has a timer built into it as well. Last thing I'll go through is that if you turn the light on, tap once and then tap again, or press and hold. I forget the sequence off the top of my head, but it has a timer built in where you can either have a 3 or a 6 minute timer and the light will turn off, so that's kind of useful as well. So that's pretty awesome, and this light actually has the same timer built into it, I believe, as well. Could be wrong on this one, no, this one has it. Anyway, moving on. Let's get back to knives. Another micro knife I'm carrying in my coin pocket of my front right side is the ZT0022 pedestal knife. Probably my second favorite. I don't know, this competes with this one. These two I really like a lot, very similar in a lot of ways. But this has the higher quality steel, so I have to give the edge, to this one. But really nice knife, titanium on this side. The KVT ball bearing system from ZT is spectacular, and it works great in this knife, making a really nice flipper. Good jimping up top, so even though it's only like a 2, maybe 2.5 finger, two finger purchase for me, it's nice for cutting. I can get the job done. So we'll put that with the small knives right here, and we'll move on to what else is in that pocket. In my front right pocket also is the Zero Tolerance 0462. It's a Dmitry Stankovich design with red carbon fiber and no branding at all on the side of the blade, which I love. I think it's beautiful. It's beautiful. The presentation side looks so great. You flip it over to the other side, it's not like it's ugly or anything. You got 20 CV steel, which is excellent steel. And the model number, the Kai USA, Stinkfish design, which I said, and then the serial number. It's not too much on the back, and then just really nothing much on the pocket clip, just the ZT logo. So if you didn't know better, you might not know this is a Zero Tolerance knife. Although it does say, if you look inside, right there, Zero Tolerance on the inside of the knife as well. So really like how they designed this knife with flipper tabs at a nice angle where you can flip it out with some authority, but it still has like some feel to it. It's not just like a snap. So I like this knife a lot. Highly recommend it. I'll put it down there for the moment. Let's see what is in my back right pocket, or left pocket rather. Back left pocket, I have the O pen. The O pen's a great writing instrument, and it has the low mode and double tap for turbo, which I think is 250 lumens, maybe 300 lumens. Really nice to have, and it is detachable, where you can spin this off. That's how you charge it too. But say you had to write at night, and you could write it like this, or write it like that, and use the light itself from the pen to do your writing. So everything you need right there to be a scribe at night, which is super important. Not just night use, but just to have a pen in general. and it is high grade aircraft aluminum too, so if you had to whack somebody with it, I think it would do a pretty good job as a Kubaton as well. And then lastly, I just have a little notebook filled up with stickies and writing paper in case I need to write something down, because a pen is useful, but it's even more useful with a actual piece of paper to go with it. Alright, so it's in my back right pocket. In my zipper little mini pocket that I have my wallet. Is a Mont Blanc wallet. It's actually a business card holder, but I use it as a wallet for now, and usually when I have a larger amount of cash, I will use this as my money clip and then carry them together. So I guess I'll put that up there. Nice Mont Blanc little wallet. I've had it for a couple years, so it's held up decently. Next thing in my back pocket is a beast of a knife. It is my workhorse that I'm carrying with me right now. You get all these small knives, you get your defensive knife, and this is my workhorse. My kind of thinking was like, if I need a gentleman's knife, I get an option, you know what I mean? I can decide in the moment what gentleman's knife I want to use today. At the time, the situation calls for it. And I got this for defense, and then this obviously could be a defensive knife, but this is just my hard work knife. 20 CV steel, super nice. I said a 30-08 already, I believe, but that's the model number. And titanium on this side. I did put my own titanium pocket clip on there. I wasn't a big fan of the black one that it came with. I think this looks much nicer, much sleeker design, and that's why I went with it. I think the titanium pocket clip was like $40 on Etsy if you're interested. Some people hate this hole, but I really don't think it's a big issue. You can disassemble it relatively easily. This is just a half-inch wrench bit, so it's no proprietary tools. And if it gets gunky, you can clean it out. But just keep it clean to begin with, and you won't have an issue. I guess you could always send it off the ZT too if you really need to. So I guess I'll shut this knife because it's so big, and I will leave it over here for now. What else am I carrying? Guys? Let's see. Well, I think my pockets are empty. The only thing left to reveal, and I'll move this knife down here to make myself some room, is what I'm carrying as a weapon. I am carrying my Smith & Wesson Model 627 Performance Center. So I'll take the rounds out of it right now. It does have a moon clip. It is cut for that and chamfered as well, if you notice, on every single cylinder. Not gonna need a little cleaning. Don't hate me for it. I took it to the range, gave it a quick clean, but it could be cleaned a lot more thoroughly, and I will get to it eventually. But it's a beautiful gun. I'm gonna put it behind this way so you can see it in the business end. Don't worry, I'm not currently behind the camera, and the gun is obviously empty. You can see the performance center on that side. The smooth cylinder, which is really nice. The chrome plated trigger and hammer add a really nice flair to it. You got your standard Smith & Wesson adjustable sights, nothing too fancy, honestly. I wish they would have gone with the gold dot sight, but it's okay. And then I added my own G10 grips, because the wooden grips that came with it, I just couldn't fully get my pinky around. This is just a better, purchase for me as far as ability to hold on and get accurate follow-up shots more quickly. If you will notice too, I changed the cylinder release button to black as well, leaving the screw silver just kind of add to that silver and black look. I have Model 66 I took the black cylinder release off of, and I think it really brings it together nicely with the black sights, the black cylinder release, and then the black grips, which of course has the silver screw too. Brings the black and silver look together really, really well, and I'm really proud of this gun. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful gun. The way it's cut through right here, I mean, man, this is a beautiful gun. It's a piece of artwork, just as much as it is a firearm. I mean, the hand engraved Performance Center, it's nice. So I'll go ahead and set that down, see if I can find room for it right about there. And that's what I'm carrying today, guys. I know that was a lot to go through, and I know we've been talking for 15 minutes, but I hope you enjoyed some of this. Hope you liked my setup. You respected what I'm carrying. I guess I'll see if I can show you if I can get into the frame. My holster. Anyway, it is a mask holster. No, is it a mask? Give me 1 second, guys. We're taking long enough in this video anyway. Might as well take 10 more seconds to take the holster off and show you that I am carrying a Saints 00143 holster. I know it's actually very hard to find a holster for this gun. It took me a while. This is actually for the model 629, the 44, but it fits the 627 no problem. Beautiful holster. Ties up in nicely with the button clipped. It ain't going nowhere, but without it, it comes out pretty easily, which is nice. It's a nice, easily detached. You can see, you just break it like that. So, highly recommend the holster. Good purchase. All this stuff is really nice. I can't speak ill about any of it. I own it all for a reason. Everything's falling apart, but it's okay. There we go. But anyway, guys, there's the last look at everything. Oh, sorry. Now I'm shaking the camera. There's the last look at everything. Hope you enjoyed. I know this is kind of rough, off the cuff, very, you know, let's say grassroots. But I'm getting better, and I hope you enjoy these rants and ramblings. I do appreciate your patronage. It means a lot when you subscribe, so please subscribe. Tell your friends, like, and I'll continue to put out content and discuss things with you and hopefully foster a great community. I appreciate everything. Take care, guys.